My friends, what's going on? Welcome to Left-Handed Throws, where we only throw left-handed yo-yos. You know the deal. Kidding. It's a good day, my friends. We're here to talk about things, right? And what are we here to talk about today, right? We're going to talk about a lesser-known brand, but a brand that I love. It's close to my heart, right? So that brand is YoYo Mechanics, right? This is the transmission by YoYo Mechanics. And I believe they're also known as JDS or Japan Design Studio. Very cool. So I have a couple of their yo-yos actually. It all started with this. I bought this is such a sweet yo-yo, and you can still buy this. So Yo-Yo Factory Abyss, right? This is Kento Noda's signature yo-yo. Look at this matte red. It's killing it. Ultra nice, dude. Shout out to Yo-Yo Factory. They're doing good things. I see people, oh, they're outdated. They're this. No, they're not. You're just a hater because all you can think about is like One Drop and G Squared. Like, get over it, bro. They make good yo-yos. I'm sure G Squared and One Drop make good yo-yos. You know, I would never say such a thing. You know, I'm sure they make good yo-yos. So don't be mad at Yo-Yo Factory. You know, and anyway, I think this is very cool. Because Kento Noda is not like a world champion. He's not like a Japanese national champion. But he's been competing since he was very young. And apparently, like, they've sponsored him for a long time. So I think that's cool that, how do you say it? Not just sponsoring world champions, but people contributing to the scene. You know? And that's a big thing, too. It's not just like, there can only be one world champion. But there's people in the scene. I think that's cool. And Kento Noda, very cool. So go follow him. You know. So this is the Abyss. You can still buy these at Yo-Yo Factory. So this is what got me into just sus Yo-Yo Mechanics. This is Yo-Yo Factory JDS. Then I went crazy, and I found this. This one of the few yo-yos I bought used. I don't even know if you can read this on there, but it says Deft. But this is a Yo-Yo Factory Deft that I don't even think you can buy in America right now. Like, you get them on Rewind Store Japan. I didn't realize that till after I bought that, but if you want to get one, they're $180 on Rewind Japan. I found this used on the BST, that's the buy sell trade of Yo-Yo Expert Forums, for, I don't know, like $100 or $110. It might have been 100 flat. I was so psyched to find this. So this is his second signature yo-yo, and it's full stainless steel. That's cool. If you're looking for titanium on a cheaper price, get you a stainless steel yo-yo, my friends. Under $200, brand new. Maybe you scoop one used for $110 like I did. They came mint, and I couldn't be happier with it. So this is, again, is another Yo-Yo Factory JDS yo-yo. And then I have the Yo-Yo Factory JDS Boss. This is the Jun Aramaki. I might be saying his name wrong, edition. This is very cool. It's probably one of the best undersized yo-yos I got. You can get these for like $40, $50. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. So yeah. So, and all three of these are Yo-Yo Factory yo-yos in collaboration with like Sus or Japan Design Studio. The Abyss, the Deft, and the Boss. Very cool. Yeah, I could recommend all of these. All of these. This is actually light for a stainless steel. You would think stainless steel is heavy. It is denser by, I believe, 3 times than aluminum. And even denser than titanium, but not as strong. I always find that such an interesting fact. Do you? Now you do. So, yeah, this thing's only like 64.5 grams. It actually feels light. So that's cool. I wasn't sure what to expect. I have a Dressel Designs Oasis. I would love to trade it for something else because the D-bearing is not for me. But it's stainless steel too, and like, makes that sound. Even more so, like a bell. But it's just not for me. So anyway, these are 3 great yo-yos that I really can't say enough about. But I just got this, and you can still buy these. So yeah, this is the, what is it? The S. This is very cool. They put like batch numbers on these things. Sus number 002, lot 3, March 2023. I mean, that's pretty cool. They're putting lot numbers on their yo-yos. And with the diameter, width, and weight, you know? So it says 53, 47, 66, and it's aluminum 7003, you know? I think if you look on the website, it might be like 52 and a half, not 53, but maybe they rounded up for, you know, it wouldn't look, I'm not going to put 52 and a half on there, you know, half a millimeter. This thing's great, man. It looks a little funny. It looks like a barrel. I don't really buy black yo-yos, but this is the only color they had it in that I like. They only got half swaps left. If you know, you know, but if you don't, it means like one half's one color and one half's another. I don't get down. It's like, to me, it looks like a guy wearing two different color shoes. I don't like half swaps. I don't like half swaps. I don't like splashes. I'm discriminating. I like uniformity. You know, it's aesthetically so much more pleasing to me. I don't want to have to guess what it's going to look like spinning. This is going to be black. You know, the splashes, who knows? I don't need that air of mystery. Not for, you know, $50 or more, you know. Anyway. So yeah, so Sus YoYo Mechanics. I don't really know much about them. Their website's kind of outdated. But it seems like they do a lot of stuff. You know, there's the Sugar Yo-Yo. That's a Yo-Yo Factory yo-yo that they worked with. There's the Sugar High, which is the titanium version. There's the Rockstar. They make a transmission cross ratio that's a bimetal. They make a transmission high gear that's a titanium. Ooh, probably 300. It's like $300. Probably worth it though. And yeah, and they work with other companies though. I believe they're like weird. They're like this company that gets like outsourced or insourced or sourced to like help design yo-yos, but it seems like every yo-yo they make is so great. So I just want to point that out because I just bought this Yo-Yo Factory Abyss. I don't think I bought it with anything about it being JDS, sus, nothing. I was like, oh, who's Kento Noto? He looks cool. It's a nice color red. I don't know what made me buy this yo-yo, but I'm so glad I bought it. Because, yeah, it just does all the things. It spins, but it's ultra powerful. I guess that's what I would say. I feel like sus yo-yos seem like they like they're playing heavier than they are. They spin with more power than they should. The only one that feels a little light is this, surprisingly. But the specs are light on this. All the other yo-yos are 66 grams, but this is like 64 and a half or something. So it's a touch lighter and a touch smaller. But it's not like weak sauce or anything like that, so don't be afraid. You know? It's great. I would say totally worth the money. I would say all these yo-yos are worth the money. I don't know, 45.50, 45.50, 40 or 50 for the boss, and this is 180 brand new. So I mean, you do what you want. And saying that, I probably play the aluminum ones more than this so far, but I'm gonna start playing this more. I think sometimes I'm afraid, but then again, it's stainless steel. It's like indestructible. The only thing stronger is titanium, but still, an all stainless steel yo-yo is basically, I mean, aluminum yo-yos are basically, I don't want to say indestructible. I'm sure you could ruin them. But, I don't know, I've dinged a good amount of yo-yos. I don't really think I've induced vibe or, like, I've not rendered any yo-yo unplayable or even really induced vibe into any that didn't have a little vibe to begin with. You know, like any more vibe. So, don't be afraid of aluminum either. And I got a bunch of 6061s. They're the most dinged up. And, you know, I got like the YoYo LM. It's still glass smooth. And it's the most dinged yo-yo I got. So don't worry about that. The worst is the first one. Because you're like, man, you're like looking at it, you're feeling it with your thumb, you know, like, oh, is it rough? Is it going to bother my hand? You know, all these thoughts. Then you play it for a day or two. and you forget about it. And then when you ding it the second time, you're not even mad because it's not the first time. So that's really like the blessing of dinging it the first time and getting that out of the way. It's actually why I'm so glad my Duncan Crescendo, I like ran it across this windowsill that you can't see that the phone is sitting on. The first day I got it, just da 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 da. I was like, no. I'm like, it's not that bad, but it definitely scratched it up a bit. And but now I don't have to worry about it getting scratched. And like, unless you really, I don't know, I'm like, unless you got some racing stripes, like I don't have no yo-yos with like racing stripes, like of dings. Um, you'd probably be all right. Lost track there for a second, but oh, my point is, you probably wouldn't see it too much, you know. But either way, man, either way, they all spin. I think I've officially like completed my yo-yo collection. Like, there's only so many sizes and things you could buy, and I can't go down like the boutique rabbit holes. And I don't know. I have a Savage and a YJ Yo-Yo Radiant 7075. I still don't really see competition bimetals that are that much better than that. There might be like wider than that, but they're not that much better than that. And let's be real, if you could do what Ayuma Kasuga could do with a Savage or Nam Dong Hoon with his yo-yo, even though he's playing with Wild and it's called an Anceps, is the yo-yo he's using now. But yeah, if you could do what he did, if that yo-yo is good enough for him, how's that yo-yo not good enough for you? How's that yo-yo not good enough for me? So being as I own like a few really good bimetals, I don't know, the stuff I see coming out just doesn't. Maybe because I did get all the shapes inside. You know, I got a 47, 40, you know, like, oh, well, I didn't have a 46 and a half with yo-yo. You know, now I do. You know, like, and it don't make that much big of a difference. I would say 46 is a sweet spot for width on me. 46 to 48, you can go a little narrower, maybe 45, even 44-ish. It's cool. I actually have a Duncan Haymaker OG. This is a very narrow, yeah. This is a sweet one though. If you get a Duncan Haymaker OG, you can actually still get these on Duncan. Like I said, I'm a Duncan fanboy. Let's see if we can hold this up. So, I would say this is like a regular size yo-yo, the Yo-Yo Factory Abyss. This is 56 diameter, and this is like 53-ish. So, yeah, width is definitely a little, I don't know. I think it's about 3 mil less width. This is like 42. This is such a good light bimetal though. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent about Duncan. But if you can get a Duncan Haymaker RG, or if you can afford one, because you can get one, because Duncan still sells them, and I think even Yo-Yo Expert does. You get one, get one. Best light yo-yo. This yo-yo embodies yo-yoing. I won't go on a rant, but this yo-yo embodies yo-yoing. It's fun. Never a problem. Binds are like really nice too. Makes like sounds for a bimetal. Bimetals usually just kind of make a stupid thud. I feel like when you bind them, you know, because I feel like the stainless steel and the aluminum, it doesn't give it that chance to like resonate and ring off the whole thing when the string hits it. Which I wonder sometimes. I think, is that ring because the string is moving faster than the speed of sound? Like, what is that ting? Does anybody actually know what the ting? Like, I don't know. Anyway, am I like going Mach 3 out here when I do a bind? I guess is my question. But yeah, if you get a Duncan Haymaker, if you can get any of it, dude. What are you doing, dude? And while you're at it, do some push-ups. You know, like something. You know, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. So anyway, back to Sus. Yeah, I can't shout out Sus enough. And I bought this. It's weird. I'm like getting into black yo-yos. I kind of really like black yo-yos. They contrast with everything. I thought like maybe the camera won't pick it up well. You can still see it. Maybe if I had a black shirt on. But yeah, I feel like they're kind of like players yo-yos. Because you're not like using it to be flashy. Like this versus that, you know, it's red. You can't miss. Or something like that. Also, raw yo-yos stick out really well. So if you want to film, I guess because, the light catches it, whatever. So here's a thought there. I like just bright color yo-yos. I feel like they're like dragonflies. They're flying through the air, ready to smack me in the face with aluminum. Good thing. So that's a good time, my friends. How long is the video? Oh, it's 15 minutes. I don't know if I have so much more to say on Sus YoYo Mechanics. I mean, I guess I could talk all day, but who's paying me to do that? Certainly not you. So, have a laugh. It's free. So yeah, so I just really want to say I love this company. I think they're doing great things. If you want to buy what I would say are some of the best yo-yos, yeah, Sus YoYo Mechanics, or anything that's a JDS collaboration, which as far as I know is these guys, and YJ Yo-Yo, definitely, definitely, Duncan. And if you like ultra powerful yo-yos, just get iYoYo. iYoYo builds like rocket ships, but they're German, so you should expect that, right? I mean, literally the one yo-yo is called a Heisenberg. A Heisenberg, right? The other one's called an iceberg. What's the other one called? A sonic wave. And then they have the intensity and the explosion. So, like, listen to those names. Shout out to iYoYo. I own an iceberg in. Yeah, Heisenberg. They're great. They're great. I feel like when you release them, they're like so strong they're almost scary. You know? I hit myself in the nose with the iceberg one time ever. I just had to sit down I'm like, I think it's gonna bleed, man. I haven't felt that in a long time. And it didn't bleed, luckily, but yeah, man, stainless steel rims. Throw that safety throw, before you catch one to the face, because we've been there, right? I had a Sengoku Hideyoshi. That was the only black eye I caught so far. It was a Sengoku Hideyoshi, man. Luckily, it's 7075 aluminum with stainless steel rims and brass rims. So it's like the hardest thing you could want to get hit with. Shout out to them for making such a great yo-yo. Sengoku, man. They're a wild company. Anyway, but yeah, so YJ Yo-Yo, Sus, who else? Duncan, iYoYo. I mean, what else do you want? I actually don't own any, just in case anybody's wondering, you're probably not, but I don't own any CLYW, Caribou Lodge stuff, or One Drop stuff. I would probably buy some One Drop stuff before I bought some CLYW stuff. But the thing I don't like about them, I don't want to say I don't like about them, but like the side effect ones, I think use different size pads or something. They're not standard pads. And also CLYW uses a different size pad than everybody, so you gotta buy CLYW pads, which kind of I don't love. Maybe that's why I don't love the Dressel Designs Oasis. Not that anything's wrong with it, but it has a D bearing, and that is different than every other yo-yo I have. And I kind of don't like that. It's like, now if I want replacement bearings, I gotta buy D bearings. And if I need replacement pads, I gotta buy D pads, where like, I could just buy C pads. Like, they're so readily available. I guess I don't want like nichey things, like, I just want like standard. I like the standard. I think it's cool. Like, and they say, that's another thing, I don't know. I keep seeing this like D bearings on undersized yo-yos. And maybe the Oasis is not the quintessential yo-yo to be comparing the yo-yos I have too. But to me, I feel like the C bearing is fine in undersized yo-yos. I guess because the diameter of the bearing is smaller, they're saying it's better for smaller diameter. Maybe, but like this JDS Boss, I'd rather play this with this C bearing, and it's a bit smaller than the Dressel Designs Oasis, than the Dressel Designs Oasis with the D bearing. So it doesn't like feel more powerful than this. Than like, I don't get it. I guess I don't get it, and I feel like the binds are off to me. Maybe because I play with C bearing so much. So I think I might trade it. See if I could trade it on like the Yo-Yo Expert forums for like just some regular aluminum C bearing yo-yo that's roughly around the same price. Like, that would be cool. And like, we could both win, because I'm sure somebody wants it, because it has like a very big following. And I get it. It sounds great. Like, it clangs like a bell when you bind it. It does really cool stuff. And it's a nice, I don't know, aesthetically, it's super comfortable. I do like comfortable yo-yos. It's like, I think if it had a C bearing, I'd be all into it. But there's something, I don't get the D bearing. Shoot me. I don't get it. So anyway, I don't know how I went on a D bearing rant. But yeah, man, it's Thursday. Life is good. We're out here living in the greatest country on earth. You know what I'm saying? So be thankful, Be thankful. All right, my friends. Uh, God bless you. Peace.